Hey everybody, welcome back to more God of War 2. And today we get ever closer to those wonderful Sisters of Fate. I'm sure it'll be a good time. We know how Kratos likes to party. So let's go ahead and get gliding. I love that overly epic music that's playing right now when nothing's happening.
What? That's a super tent glide you're doing music.
I'm not going to say in previous attempts I didn't fuck it up on plenty of occasions, but still. There are more intense gliding we'll get later. Possibly, definitely in this video. Alright, so we got more of these guys with these annoying horns. God, where do they play for a ska band? How dated is that joke?
Super dated. super dated.
Get off of that monster!
Look, as long as you don't go scat man on anybody, we're good.
No, there's none of that. This is well, it's not a family-friendly platform, but they like to pretend they are. So there will be none of that.
Really do.
None of that. But I'm not bitter.
If we're talking about Kratos' version of family friendly.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Then, yes. Definitely Kratos' version of family friendly. And again, I've said this throughout the playthrough. Circle grabbing these dudes does at least give you some iframes, so always nice to do. When I played this originally, this fight gave me a lot of trouble for some reason, and I'm not sure why, because it didn't this time.
The big Cyclops troll can be difficult if you're just not paying attention to where it is when there's so many enemies.
Well, one thing I remember happening on that playthrough was I would knock a guy off of the Cyclops, try to grab that guy, and instead he'd grab another guy off another Cyclops, and I'm like, no, motherfucker, that's not what I want you to do right now. In typical old game janky fashion.
Yes.
You know, if you didn't throw those fireballs at me, I wouldn't have known you were there, and then you'd still live. But you didn't do that, did you? Sucks for him, because if I didn't know he was there, then I would have let him live. But, oh well, sucks for him, because now he dead. Or undead, or whatever the hell these things are. Right, so this is kind of a weird little mechanic. We got to turn this. Typical, normal stuff. Nothing original. We got to turn this as far as it can go, then grab another block and turn it too. And we do this like 4 or 5 times. I'm not saying this is good, but at least it's unique. Sort of.
It is, but it does feel a little bitchy for no reason.
Yeah, it kind of is. Luckily, it never gave me problems. Or...
yeah, but it is just kind of annoying.
It is.
It's like, okay, we get what you're doing. Making me maybe do it twice would have been fine.
Yeah, 4 times is a bit much. Oh, trust me, if I had problems with that in any way, shape, or form, you would have heard bitching by now. Massive amounts of bitching. Yeah. And before we go into that ominous looking room, upgrades.
It's not ominous at all.
At least it's not like the spike room in God of War 1 that's insta-kill, which is kind of a plot hole because those spikes killed Kratos instantly. We're going to see some in the next video that shouldn't hurt Kratos at all that would kill him instantly. So that's going to be interesting.
These spikes are different.
They are. And I think there's some in God of War 3 that kill him instantly as well.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do here is get towards this area because eventually this will open up a door that we can grab onto and stop this room from turning. So I'm trying to just be in this area. That way I don't have to run all the way to it because – that's going to cause problems if I have to do that. like I talked about before, trying to grab these dudes as much as possible for the iframes. I'm hoping that would keep me from getting damaged by spikes.
Yes.
So that's the strat I'm going with here. You can also use Cronus's Rage to deal with these guys. But again, I want the iframes.
Yeah. The bow also takes care of them quite nicely.
Yes, it would. But then it's a bow, and we're not a girl in a 2012 through 22 era game, so, you know, we don't use the bow that often.
Damn, sir.
That's right. The bow is what it's supposed to be, a side weapon, an alternative, if you will, for situations where it's useful. Not the primary weapon. Yeah, I missed this the first time. It is true, though, for that time period, we got a lot of games with a female protagonist with a bow.
Yes, absolutely true.
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying we got a lot of them.
Yes.
They even repurposed Tomb Raider to do that, which is a choice they made. I mean, to be fair, I don't feel like those are bad games, but they didn't feel like Tomb Raider to me.
They did and didn't, yes.
Oh, we definitely talked about this. You folks will have to go to Rumble to hear that conversation, because
oh yeah.
Yeah, that playthrough, different. Yeah, not coming to YouTube.
Yeah. I do believe they are actually working on the next game at the moment.
Yeah, they are. They're working on the next game and another remake of the first game, which is odd because they've already remade the first game.
I wonder if they're turning it into a more this style of play thing.
It looks like it's meant to be a little bit more old school with some new added in. I could be wrong. There was only a trailer, so I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it's meant to be in the continuity of the most recent Tomb Raider trilogy, which, I guess for people who really want the old games to fit into the new continuity, but I don't really see the point.
I don't know. I mean, they're doing so many different projects with the IP, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, are you trying to do a tie-in to your own TV show that's going to probably fail miserably? Because,
oh, God, I hope not.
Yeah. It looks like they didn't go with what they should have gone with. That's all I'm going to say.
I was not impressed, to be honest. I'm assuming anybody listening can understand what we're talking about. There will be modders, I'm sure, that will take care of some of that, but still, they shouldn't have to be responsible for fixing that. Yeah, you have to stop time there, or you can't get by here. By the by. And see, I got a red orb chest. One of the last few I get. Actually, no, I get quite a few in this video, I think.
I was going to say, there's no way that you upgrade everything with what you got.
Yeah.
If you don't get more. Because you got 2 things that are on 1, and you haven't even found one of the things yet.
Well, look at what we're doing now. We're upgrading again.
I see that.
So there you go. We don't actually have that much more to go. We got one more level of Atlas, which we're going to get this video. Mm-hmm. I think we do 1 level of the spear, even though I'm never going to use it. And the bow, I believe we also max out.
Okay.
And I'm pretty proud of myself. This only took me 2 tries to do.
Not bad at all.
You don't really have much time to do this.
Yeah. It is a time-based thing.
Yeah, and I couldn't really see where exactly I was aiming for in terms of the door. So I just kind of guessed, and I mean, I had some idea, but it was kind of a guess too. So I'm happy with that. Not mad. Hey, look, puppies!
Yes.
But yeah.
And I do appreciate the fact that they're very hyena-looking puppies.
Oh, of course.
Which feels wrong for Greece.
I would think so, yes, but who am I to question the game? It's what we got to go with. But yeah, we'll have to see what they do with that whole Tomb Raider thing. I don't know. I wasn't I wasn't impressed with Lara's design. I'll just say that much.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's like devs are afraid to have attractive female characters these days. And I'm not sure why. Like it or not, people want to see attractive characters in movies, TV shows, video games. It is what it is. And that goes for men and women, regardless of what they're into. If I want to see average to less than average looking people, I can just go outside. Hell, I do it every day when I go to work. Now we need to smash that. Now we have to move this thing over here. You're welcome for the fast forwards. You can read this. Well, you can't read this, and that's the message that we're going to get, which is that you can't read this. So we got to find a way around that because this is part of some sort of, I guess, ritual, which we just talked about in the last video. Hey, look at that. We got rituals in God of War. Awesome. And I'm really happy I put this just in a good spot to where I don't have to move it, pick up the guy, move it again, pick up the guy, move it again.
I do not want to die.
Well, dude, you're a normal human in a God of War game. You're not Kratos. I hate to tell you this, buddy, but well,
Friends and family.
yeah. He's getting the friends and family treatment. Absolutely. Spoiler, but really should not be a spoiler.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's a spoiler at this point in the series.
It really should not be. We saw what happened to that dude that was asking for Kratos' help before he got the golden fleece. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
He done got fleeced.
Damn it, guys. I'm just trying to carry my drunk friend home. And no, you want to start a ruckus. Don't know why you want to start a ruckus, but
Right.
I guess they are God of War enemies, so they got to do something.
But as previously discussed, it's like most of them seem to be very aware of the events that are happening. And yet they still choose to be like, oh yeah, I got it. I got this guy. I got him.
Yeah, it's like, no, dude, you don't got this, but okay. Chances are Kratos will die to something stupid instead, like missing a jump or accidentally hitting R1 when hanging off a ledge.
Well, I mean, everybody R1s it every now and then.
Oh, yeah. So I was hoping to trigger this next fight before...
Yeah, but you got to have him with you.
Yeah, before bringing this guy over there. But yep. Unfortunately, there's no keeping this guy safe, or at least keeping this guy away. And they bring in more sorcerers, or whatever the hell these guys are, which is my favorite enemy in the game. I know it's yours.
Right.
So I was saving my magic just for this section alone. I should have used the rage as well, but I'll make use of that later, I'm sure.
Yes, it would have made it go a little bit faster. I don't know that it's actually necessary.
Well, for me, it's more of I can't see which enemies are the sorcerers, so that's kind of the issue. But yeah, if you can see well, not a problem. Target the sorcerers first.
Yes.
They think they're all big and bad and special because they can recite some sort of incantation, but I don't see it helping them too much. I forget if it was in this game or Legacy of Kain, probably both. I did mention the sorcerers in the Onimusha games, mainly 3. I don't think they actually spawn enemies like these guys do. I think they just try to steal either your health or magic or your red orbs, which can be equally as annoying. One more to deal with. Hey, look at that. The guy is safe. Oh, I don't think you've forgotten the words at all.
Oh, I think you're going to get talked into it.
I think those are lies and subterfuge, and we know how Kratos deals with that.
Read it.
Hear me, sisters who control the threads.
Keep going.
Another searches for what only the sisters may give.
Read it.
As proof that he is worthy. No! Please, no! I cannot do it!
Read.
Accept this sacrifice of my blood.
Well done, warrior. With this sacrifice, you have proven your resolve to seek out the Sisters of Fate. However, this is but a small step in your quest to gain an audience with us.
So do the Sisters of Fate not want people to get in contact with them? Or is it just that they want them to be worthy before they get in contact with them?
That is a fine question, because it doesn't really clarify that. And you would think you gotta have some sort of emissary, right?
Yeah, you would think.
Because otherwise you're pointless.
Yeah. And they are going to make it very clear they don't want Kratos to reach the sisters.
Right. And I can respect that. Like, oh, we don't want that guy.
Yeah.
We know how he treats people.
Yeah, but they're going to contradict themselves with that later on. So it's really strange how they do that, because we'll get another message like that next video where they acknowledge Kratos. And it's like, but if you know Kratos is there, why would you tell him how to get there?
Right.
You don't want him there.
No. No, you don't.
Hey, look at this, more backtracking.
What? In a God of War game? Never.
To be fair, the series is generally not too bad with its backtracking. All things considered. Like, this isn't too bad.
And at least sometimes it gives you the, like, additional fights on the backtrack, so
Right.
it doesn't feel as much of a backtrack.
The most egregious, I would say, would probably be Ghost of Sparta, which it was a portable game. They probably needed to save on resources. So, I'm not really mad at that game for it.
Right.
Even then, it didn't feel too egregious.
And in some fairness, all of the games are trying to save face.
Well, true, but I imagine a PSP game probably needed that more. Anyways, speaking of what I was talking about before.
Oh, is it gonna get a little hot in there?
No, it is not.
We will never allow you to reach our sacred temple, Kratos.
Yeah, see, now she's saying, hey, you'll never get to us. So why would you be trying to help Kratos and then telling Kratos you'll never get here? That doesn't make sense.
I mean,
Unless they're different sisters. Unless this one's like, hey, you'll never get here, and another one's like, hey, let's let him get there. See what happens. Could be interesting.
Oh, it's like the one who likes to party, and then the uptight one.
That actually could be the case. And look at that. We added depth to the Sisters of Fate. There's always those sisters where some like to party and some are more uptight.
Look, everybody knows the goddamn trope. The whore and the bore.
Yes, yes. I feel like you're referencing a girl that you dated multiple times.
Nothing. Nothing.
We're not going there. We're absolutely not going there.
Right?
Oh, and I wanted to show this off. It's coming up here in a minute. You will actually see me load a save state for because I didn't want to save this, but I did want to show this off. For whatever reason, you can run into that and take damage. I don't know why I find that amusing.
Right.
The trap's over. You shouldn't have to worry about anything, but no, you can still take damage.
I mean, it still has spikes on it.
It does.
And as we know, there's a little bit of discontinuity about how much damage the spikes do.
Kratos, you know not what you do.
Zeus will suffer for what he did.
There are things far more important than your revenge.
Zeus and the gods have betrayed me for the final time.
Zeus did what he must to protect Olympus.
I care nothing for the fate of Olympus. I am also not the first he has betrayed.
Gaia speaks nothing but half-truths and falsehoods.
As do the gods.
The Titans are not to be trusted.
Do not speak to me about trust after what the gods have done.
In you, Zeus feared the destruction of all he stands for.
Do not get in my way.
Yeah, Athena, that might end up badly for you. Just like this statue.
Somebody's getting salty.
I do wish I found that AI program when I went to do the first video because, yeah, that would have been a little better. And there are a number of statues of gods in there. I think Ares, Helios, Poseidon, Zeus, Hades. I think they're all in there. But Kratos was only cantankerous enough to break Athena's statue.
Seems unlike him.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Ooh. Sidling along. Sidling along. I'm just saying that's a bit
Just want to
egregious.
disrespect the song every chance you get, huh?
I am. Hey, you should be happy. At least I'm getting chests for now.
Right.
There's
True.
a part later where I feel like it's a very good reason for me not getting chests later on. Probably would have added about 5 minutes to this video had I gotten these extra chests that I'm going to miss out on. And since I'm only one upgrade away from upgrading everything that I have, I feel like it's fine. Or I will be by the end of this video. Speaking of, I thought this might be a little more useful, and to be fair, I do use it a couple of times, and I still have not used the Atlas Quake yet, so I'm going to have to try to find a way to use that in the last couple videos, but most of that's going to be boss fights, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use it.
There's sections where there are guys before the boss fights.
So I will try to use it because I do want to use everything, but it's not getting used much, that's for sure. Yeah, so this is a weird room. So we got to stun these sirens and then pull levers.
Right, like you do.
I just wished when you went to a lever, you would hear a voice come out that would just say, hey, 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 pull my lever. Children.
Shame on you.
Complete children. Right, so what he said in response, I don't ever want to hear him say again. So that's getting muted. Anyways, did not need to ever hear you say that, but okay. And
Again, nothing but eye contact.
something that is kind of cool though, and you'll see that here. So she's not quite far enough to where I need her. However, and I discovered this on my original playthrough, you can do that and it still works.
Yeah.
Just hit her into it.
A gentle tap. Ooh, tap, tap, tap.
It's a love tap, at least as far as Kratos is concerned. It's at least what he would call a love tap. Right, so here is a preview of what you're going to get in my Legacy of Kain series when it comes to swimming. We're just not going to deal with most of that.
What?
Yeah.
How you gonna do the proper song if you ain't gonna be swimming?
It's like 30 seconds of swimming. There are spikes you have to dodge. Other than that, they're not moving. So if you're not blind like I am, well, that's not going to be a problem for you. Right. So this puzzle was annoying as hell for me. And at a time when I just wanted to stop playing.
Ain't it always the way?
Yep. This massive pace killer.
What do you mean? It's an in-depth puzzle.
Yeah, and I believe we've discussed puzzles in games before. Or in games like this, where it's like, yeah, I don't want an in-depth puzzle in a game like this. That is not what I'm looking for.
What? You don't want a loot shoot?
No. So my biggest issue with this puzzle is I was focused too much on the symbol that we're looking at, which makes sense because that's what you're looking at. What you actually need to do is get this to where there's no moon. You can see I've got 2 of the 3 set up already. So I guess that's supposed to be a reflective surface or something. I'm not really sure because I'm not really sure what the fuck you're supposed to do in this one because I just couldn't make out what you're supposed to do here.
It's getting the reflection dish in the right place, essentially.
Okay. But yeah, with everything going on here, it's a bit much for me visually, so I had trouble with this one.
Yes.
And yes, I realize I passed up where I'm supposed to go. Luckily, it's just one little room. Games Librarian doesn't need to post a comment saying, yo, you missed this.
Oh, he needs to post a comment, sir.
Oh, I'm sure he'll want to. I'm sure he'll want to say, oh, well, you can actually do... I already know. I chose not to get all the chests in here. Because...
Son of a bitch.
Well, you'll kind of see a little bit of why here in a bit. You won't see how tedious it is, but you will see why.
I mean, it does take a minute if you actually want all of them.
Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 of them in here.
Yeah, there.
So I did this just to knock down the block. I think that might be the only block you need to knock down, but I'm not sure. Well, not block, but there are these ice kind of crystal things on the top. I'm not sure if you need to knock them all off or not, so I'm going to do it anyways just to be safe because, again, I wasn't sure. And we get all this suspenseful music playing, even though nothing's happening.
Super tense.
I'm not sure what the point of that one is, because they highlighted it. It certainly made it noteworthy that you could knock that one down.
I believe each one of them can be used as a beam of light for the reflection.
Oh, okay. So you break these to get into each of the rooms for the chests. Okay, that makes sense. Awesome. Well, I didn't want to waste anybody's time too much with that, but there you go. If you want to do that, you can.
Right.
So one reason I didn't bother with those chests is there are 2 levers on this thing. One turns it, and you've already seen what this thing does. So it's one lever to turn this thing, and another one
to shoot the fire.
Yeah, and imagine doing this 8 times. Switching from one lever to the other. It's kind of annoying, to be honest.
Oh, some of us have done it 8 times, sir.
Oh, on my original playthrough, I did it 8 times. Yeah.
I know.
So, yeah.
Say.
It's how I knew, hey, it's worthless.
Some of us completionists.
Right. To be fair, if I were playing on a harder difficulty, yeah, I would be getting all the orb chests. But I'm not, so fuck it. Who cares? And we can move on. Yeah, that took me forever to figure out because, like I said, I was focusing on the wrong thing with those symbols. But once you get out of there, I don't want to say you're good to go, but at least done with that fucking puzzle.
Right.
And into another annoyance. And a bit I think I was referencing earlier, I think is actually going to come in the next video. Oh well. That's what happens when you record ahead. So we have to kill all these fucking bugs. And I believe there are nests in here we have to smash.
Yes. I think that's the way this one goes.
And like we talked about in the previous video, more wall climbing and ceiling crawling.
Yes. Which is
Annoying.
where all the real fun is.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really noticed this on my original playthrough, just how much of this is in this game, because it's not really in the portable games much. It was pretty slow in God of War 1, so they didn't seem to use it all that often. They did use it, but I never felt like it was egregious. In this game, it absolutely feels egregious.
It does feel like, oh, we haven't really used this mechanic enough. Let's overuse it now.
Yeah, it's like I would much rather have had different platforming things you have to do with the time stopper. That's actually a more interesting mechanic. Or even just fights with the time stopper. Something. Or even more Icarus wing gliding. That could have been all right. But yeah, just, oh, hey, climb on ceilings. Yeah, especially ceilings. I don't really notice a whole lot of just straight up climbing on walls. It seems like you're on the ceiling all the time. Which, as we already discussed, the controls for that are wank as fuck. And that annoys me in the next video. So that's kind of an interesting use of the grapple point.
Yeah, I did like that.
Yeah.
That part was like, okay, that's, you know, it's not necessarily puzzle, don't get me wrong.
Right.
It's just like,
Right.
okay, that's a little something different.
Yeah.
Okay, credit to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that for what it is.
Yeah.
But at least now we can finally just straight up fight something. Because it's been a minute.
It has.
Yeah, a lot of the rest of the game is awkward platforming and wall climbing and ceiling climbing and puzzles and such until we get to the bosses. There is still combat, of course, but
Right.
it's far less just straight up just kill things, which I think we talked about in the previous video.
Yeah. Which is always sad in a game where the only reason I'm here is to kill shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so these are those dogs that can grow bigger, which can be annoying, but fortunately, this fight went all right.
I see that you chose to use the rage.
Oh, I
which
did.
is nice.
Yeah, I figured. Opportune moment. This seemed like the time for it. I was trying to grab these things, but I couldn't see Kratos with all the dogs
Right.
interfering with the visuals. But I know you get some gold orbs from some of these, so I thought, well, might as well use the rage here. Because fuck it, why not?
You used it and it's already more than half full again.
Nice. I just hope no animal rights activists see this video.
Right?
That'd be a bit awkward.
Oh. Somebody is running past the health recharge.
Somebody ran back to the health recharge.
I see that.
Yeah. It would not have mattered because there's another one past the next door where we will start the next video. So really would not have mattered, but oh well. And enjoy this because I believe these are the last red orb chests I pick up.
No way, because there's still stuff you have to upgrade.
Not much.
I agree, but there's still... And again, you haven't even gotten one of the things yet.
I don't think there's really anything else left. I'm not sure what that other slot is for, but I tried researching it online. I can't figure out what it is unless it's just a slot for the Blade of Olympus.
It most likely is, because you get it, what, right there at the end?
Yeah, so I'm guessing that's what that's for.
But I think you can get it and upgrade it, like right when you touch it.
I'm not sure about that. We'll find out. I'm sure I will have plenty of orbs. I'm not worried. Anyways, it's time to Tomb Raider our way out of here.
Right.
As you do.
I mean, I was doing some of that earlier this morning.
All right. As we all do.
Right.
Right. So before we end the video, upgrades.
Right. Okay. So you have...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's maxed out.
So is that...
So everything's maxed out except the spear now.
Okay.
And it's getting one upgrade because
Right.
I have the orbs. And I'm not far away, so probably in video 11, pretty early on, I'll probably max that out. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We will see you all next time with more God of War 2.